It's free rune removal, so I'm making a special video for this day only. We got the light kung fu girl. There's a few people on Discord asking me how to build her, so here's the video. And I don't know how to build her. I had to ask a few friends from a few G3 guilds on how to build her, and some of them are, you know, playing in the finals in the season 9 tournament, and some of them from different guilds. So I didn't have one build, so I just 6-starred one. I don't have skill ups for. I do have skill ups, but I'm not feeling the skill ups because I haven't used it on defense yet. So till that day comes, I'm not giving her skill ups. So you want her skilled up, but the cheese meta on every defense right now on every server season 9 siege. So we are going to talk about siege defense and how to build her, not PvE on dragons or whatever, or rift beasts or whatever. This is this is siege defense season 9 current meta of light configure. Okay, Liu Mei. Okay, so how do you build her? So I asked a few people, like I said before earlier, that how do you build her, and each person had a different build, but each person had the same answer to the stats that you want to aim for and the things you want to aim for. Okay, so we will talk about that in a second. So yes, there's a couple of different builds which I'll talk to you about how to build her, and then a few different stats that you want to get as first priority over something else. You know, do you want to build her on 100% crit rate? Do you want to build her on 100% accuracy? Do you want to build her on 100% resistance, etc., full HP, you know, crit rate slot 4? But we'll talk about that in a second. But one thing I gotta remind you guys, this is G3 defenses, okay, in siege. So if I say 300 swift will and you don't have a 300 swift will and you're playing in G1 siege, then you gotta apply the runes that you have onto that monster. Always put your best. Build 2-3 defenses, don't build 10 defenses. Always put the most efficient runes to the stats that I'm going to explain to you, to your defense that you have. If you want to get death wins, for example, okay? So take what I tell you and apply it to your own runes and the level you are at, and then build your own one, okay? So I can't build it for you. I don't know what your runes are, but these are the stats and the builds that work best for her. And before we do that, we got to understand why is she so good on defense, okay? So let's read her skills. She does have an arena crit lead, but we're not talking about arena, we're talking about siege. Skill 1, energy ball. Attacks the enemy with a condensed energy and reduces the enemy's defense for 1 turn with a 50% chance. Twist kick will be activated in succession with 30% chance. Okay, so what does this mean? It means with a 30% chance, her skill 1, when used, will proc into skill 2 automatically, okay? But reduces the defense with skill 1 and it doesn't actually increase. So it stays at 50% with skill ups, but the damage does increase. Okay, so you use skill 1 and then skill twist kick activates. So skill 2 activates. So skill 2 twist kick attacks the target with a turning kick and decreases the attack bar by 50% with the 80% chance, which is pretty good, and decreases the attack speed for 2 turns if the target's attack bar is depleted by this attack. So if she hits something that already just had a turn and it had a low HP bar, and it reduces the attack bar by back to 0, the target will be stunned for 1 turn, so they'll be stunned, okay? And light dragon attack will be activated successfully with a 20% chance. So her skill 3, which we'll read in a second, will be activated with a 20% chance. That does not increase her damage, increases, and the cooltime of skill 2 reduces to 3 with skill ups, okay? So it's always going to be with 80% chance and decrease the attack bar by 50%. So it doesn't increase attack bar reduction or the chance of the pushback and attack speed. Okay, skill 3. This is what kind of makes her, all right? Light dragon attack strikes random targets 4 times with the power of light. To each remove a beneficial effect on the enemy and absorb 25% of the attack bar. If this skill is on cooldown, you have a 25% chance to counter when being attacked. Okay, first of all, if you use skill 1 and it procs into skill 2 by itself automatically, and then procs into skill 3, you've just got hit 6 times, okay? And the skill 3, each hit from the 4 hits strips, okay, and also absorbs attack bar. Skill 2 also absorbs attack bar, and this can go a little wrong. Okay, so what am I thinking right now already about her is she needs 100% accuracy, okay? Well, 85% accuracy. You need 85% accuracy. So you need to have the efficiency of having her to strip. Okay, if you're gonna put her on defense, don't put her with 10% accuracy, because you're not gonna get wins unless you don't care. But you're watching this video because you want to rune her properly. You want to make sure your defense gets wins, and you want to put the best runes on your defense. And if you have to, you can put a slot 6 accuracy on her. Okay, and we'll talk about rune builds in a second, but that's what makes her. And also, if the skill's on cooldown, she counter attacks, and if she counter attacks, I believe skill 1 can proc into skill 2 and then go into skill 3. But then yeah, so this, okay, I'm thinking accuracy. I'm also thinking I'm getting Orion vibes, okay, from her. I'm getting Orion vibes. So, but also besides Orion vibes, I'm getting a different vibe as well, which is multi-hits. And I'm thinking despair, but I'm also thinking violent. And these are the 2 builds you want for her: a violent build and a despair build. Okay, and the reason it is because you want her moving first, depending on what defense you have. You want her moving first. If it's an Escher and her, then she's not moving first. But if it's her, a Carcano Vigo on her, and you want her moving first, for example, right? So it depends who she's built with, and there's many different builds. Ayunu, Kinky, Iris, her, Molly, whatever it is, and it's Carcanos, and it's like Vigors, and whatever it is. Whatever the defense you're building her with is how you want to move, but you do want her moving first, because she's stripping with skill 3. She's potentially pushing back attack bar, messing up speed tuning, and then stunning, and then procking into defense breaks and stuns and etc. like that. So she can go crazy, just like an Orion can go crazy. I think a violent set or a despair set is good for her. If you can't go, if you're trying to reach a certain speed tick, then you can go swift. But I think despair is good. She strips and stuns and pushbacks and etc. And violent is cool because you can turn cycle that skill 3, even though it's still on cooldown and you can activate other skills. It's still good. And you want her tanky. You don't want to get coppered by her. You don't want to get copper. You don't want to get Susano and Tak, or you don't want to get Garo and Vertihil and Rauk or etc. So you do need to build her tanky, in my opinion. Okay, so the first thing you want to aim for is accuracy. You want to get max accuracy. See right here, 65% accuracy plus 20% from artifact puts her on 85% accuracy. The reason I have her on 169, I think 169 is her speed tick 5, which all G3 defenses use at minimum. But I think 121 is speed tick 6, which is the slower bracket. Okay, so this is the G3. I know some of you can't hit these using G1 Siege. Maybe you can put it on Swift, or you can just drop, don't aim for that and just try to get the stats. So first stat, accuracy. Okay, you can get it from substats, or you can get it with the accuracy slot 6. And then you can go HP. And then I would say, like, it's going to be impossible to build her tanky with accuracy and then still want her to do damage. But you can go for additional damage with speed and HP on artifacts like I got here, speed and HP. And then also people will try to hit her with Roid or wind units and then damage taken from, okay? So speed build, I got speed, HP, defense, so she's a little bit tanky, so she can take a few hits. Offsets, you want revenge, and she's tanky, she can go destroy, or you can go will. You always need will on one of your defenses. You know, if you don't want to get coppered, right? Or you don't want to get like Chun-Li, Galleon Cleaves, etc. All right, bombers, even bombers can't go for immunity. But yeah, you can build on anything you want. It doesn't have to be. You can go despair, violent, broken set. You can despair, destroy. You can go despair, will. You can go violent, revenge. You can go violent, will. You can go violent, destroy. You don't need to go violent, blades. You can go focus if you want. Try to hit the accuracy. You know what I mean? But that's up to you. So this is the one I built for this video. It's a G3 defense one, and it's with max accuracy, and she'll probably have a speed lead like Arcana or whoever it is to get that first turn, or an Escher to attack bar booster, and she gets a turn, strips, and then etc. Ayuna moves or whatever it is, you know what I mean? So yeah, these are the stats you want to aim for. Accuracy first, HP defense second and third, and then some attack, and then for artifacts you want to go additional damage, 2 speed and HP, and then also you want skill 3 accuracy, because skill 3 is the one that strips. You can go skill 1 or skill 2 accuracy, because skill 1 has defense break, skill 2 has the pushback as well, but I think her skill 3 is the important one. You can go violent, go for the same stats again, same method to build her. All right, speed, HP, speed, defense, HP, speed, HP, accuracy, speed. I think tanky. I get Orion vibes, but I also get CC vibes, which is a despair build or a violent build. Okay, so that's how I have a build, or that's how you should have a build, and that's coming from a few people that I've spoken to today that are in the Siege tournament, or played in the Siege tournament, are in G3 Siege, and they all said the same thing. You know, some person even said Swift because they need to get the speed tick, or etc. Okay, so that's how you build her. How do you guys have a build? Write it down in the comments. It is free removal today. Anyone looking to build her can refer to this as a guide, or look into the comments for a guide, or jump on Discord, which is the first link in the description, to give me a tag and we can talk about it, or other people from the community can talk about it. So that's it for this video. Hope that makes sense. Thanks for watching, guys. Yalla bye.